Hi everyone. So I figured I would do a little voice update now, considering all of the very intense energies that are coming to the fore at this time. And I know everyone is feeling this, whether it's from the energy outside in your external world, things that you're hearing from the media or from your friends or family, or if you're tuning into the energies within you. Everything is just coming to the surface now to be really seen and looked at plainly for what it is. And it's really important that we use our own cultivated discernment to sort through all of the information and energies and really see beyond what is really being presented on the surface. Because even though we may think sometimes that we are seeing and being shown the complete picture, very often we are not. So it's important to take a step back and really just take in bit by bit, according to how you personally and uniquely are able to discern your truth. There are so many things unfolding and activating within the month of January, and the energy is shifting and changing greatly within each moment. The way things will present themselves really depends on each individual's free will. It depends on your thoughts, feelings, emotions, desires, conscious actions, subconscious reactions, where your focus lies, and your deep core beliefs. So as you can see, there are so many variables and many different ways that events could play out. Okay, so with that said, let's get into the planetary energies that are going on up above, as everything that is happening up above is a mirror of what is going on down below. As above, so below, and everything you're experiencing in your specific reality, in your experience, is a mirror of what is going on within. As without, so within. I want to begin with Uranus turning direct on January 14th. Now, when Uranus makes a shift in the sky, it's very powerful. It's in Taurus, so we're going to really feel this deep in the core of the earth, with various kinds of physical expressions from the earth, and also with all things electrical. So the human body, the mental space, the thoughts, communication, transportation, all of that will be greatly shifting. And the peak of this will be the night of the 13th into the 14th. Also, with this Uranus shift, there is a feeling of breaking out, going your own way, expressions of freedom, realizing you feel differently than what's being shared on TV or with friends or family, giving you the courage to think differently and speak new. Uranus shifting direct, just as Jupiter meets it in a square, is really interesting. It's as if Uranus was waiting for Jupiter to join in this square aspect so they can both move forward together. Now, a square can be challenging. It is a hard aspect, but it really brings about and supports so much change. And the fact that it's Uranus and Jupiter specifically is really going to help us break out of everything that's been keeping us down. It's really going to help us expand more into freedom, is really what it is. So Jupiter squaring Uranus will really carry and sustain this great level of change that is going on. Tomorrow night is the new moon. It's going to be exact at midnight Eastern, going into the 13th. Now, with the new moon, we're already in darkness, but this new moon specifically is conjunct Pluto. With Pluto, we're really being plunged way deep down into the depths of our inner self, of our inner power. We're also going to be seeing power struggles on the world stage. There's going to be a lot of power shifting, strategy, movement, and planning that will have gone on behind the scenes that suddenly will be revealed and suddenly will come to light on or around the time of this new moon, and within a few days after will be revealed. And Uranus, with the sudden revealing, will feature prominently as well. This new moon is going to be a brand new beginning of collective power with Pluto conjunct. It's a new beginning of new beginnings, a rebirth of the soul, of the individual soul and the collective soul. It's a rebirthing and reforming into existence in this physical body, in this embodiment here now. As it's in Capricorn, we're really going to be feeling this within the body and within the bones. So you might be feeling a lot of different movement and symptoms that you might not be familiar with, that might not be something you regularly feel, and you might not know what it is. So it's important that you continue to listen to your body and give it what it needs within each day, as you will be different each and every day. This new moon is going to really show us the power and the strength that we really do contain within ourselves. It's going to really show you what you can really do. The moon is aligned with the Eagle constellation and aligned with Sagittarius the Archer as well. And they both will help you remember your innate freedom as a human being on this planet. Mars is conjunct Uranus as well, and this energy will really help you push past the limits of things that have been limiting you. It's things that you have allowed to limit you and will help you break free. I see energy in metaphors and scenes from movies, and the two scenes that are really coming up now are one at the end of Back to the Future, when George McFly is turning around, making a fist, and we see him making his fist ready to punch Biff. This is that energy. It's when you get the inner strength and courage to really stand up for yourself and fight back for what's right. And that's what George does at the end of that movie. Sorry to spoil that movie if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, you should watch it again. The other movie that's coming up is the end of Labyrinth. One of the ending scenes where Sarah is facing the Goblin King, Jareth, David Bowie, and she finally remembers the very important line that she's been forgetting. And she says, "You have no power over me." She just simply realizes he has no power. And that realization and that speaking of the realization is what frees her from the labyrinth. And then she is free. This moon, this new moon, and these alignments now are about us realizing on an individual and collective level that we are already free. It's about remembering our freedom. It's important to realize that we are now at a pivotal culmination point for the evolution of humanity and this planet. We're going straight to the source now on all things in ourselves. We're going to where truth is born, and we're going to be shown where all the falseness and lies have come from. We'll be finding out what is actually real. A lot of information will be released and uncovered, and it's going to be there for you to be seen, received, and understood. It will be up to each person to remain open to this or not. You decide your own willingness to open to greater awareness. Trust that there will be true divine justice, and all will balance itself out. Know that a vengeful heart and a belief in an eye for an eye is not sourced from love and only creates more imbalance. Reflection and internal processing is needed for conscious action as opposed to reacting and creating more of the same. You decide the direction of your expansion. Every single person is acting and reacting in a unique way. Remember that you always have control of your thoughts, feelings, decisions, focus, actions, and alignment. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do so at my website, jenniferalexander.net. Please remember that the light always wins, and the truth shall be spoken. May we each speak and share with open hearts. So much love to each of you.